It literally looks so good, so good. That is the worst Italian accent ever. But oh! And the backfires you get from the exhaust are just anytime I'm getting into a really low car, I just make a noise. It just feels right. This is the golden Ferrari 458 Spyder. And some of you might be thinking of why I'm even comparing this to a Maserati Gran Turismo MC, in fact, because that's what we're going to be comparing today. And that's because this actually has the same engine as the Maserati. But before you guys are killing me with comment that it's not the same, it's not the same. This one is a flat plane crank V8, and the what's it called? The Maserati is a cross plane crank V8, and so they still have similarities. And the Maserati actually has a bigger displacement. It's a 4.7 liter, and this is a 4.5 liter naturally aspirated V8. And so, what is it like to drive? Of course, a 458 is gonna be it's gonna be better to drive because it's lighter, and yep, it's gonna be better, of course. But as fun as this car is, like, just listen to that. As fun as this car is, you can't really take your friends out in it, maybe just one. And so if you have more friends, like 3 extra friends, and you want to take them out, then the Maserati Gran Turismo is your car. And so yeah, this car is fun, and this also has a dual clutch transmission, whereas the Maserati has a single clutch. The owner of both cars is actually sitting by me. And which one? You're probably not gonna see his face now because my second camera is not there. But you are saying you prefer this exhaust, right? No, you prefer the exhaust of the way the Maserati sounds to this Ferrari, right?
If I'm doing like regular just street driving,
yeah,
Maserati by far.
So cool.
If I'm going out and I'm really wanting to, able to push the engine, the Ferrari sounds amazing. It wants to be in the upper registers.
Yeah, you have to take it to the upper register. That's the thing with the Ferrari. But with the Maserati, you don't have to take it that high in order to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Because again, that cross plane crank. So the flat plane crank is kind of like this, then the cross plane is like all over the place. Oh, here. Yeah. And also for more daily friendliness too, the Maserati also wins because it has way more storage space than this. Because with this, you just get the front trunk, right? Yeah. And that's it. So if you want to if you're looking for like a fun daily driver, that is perfect. And even better is when you have both. Oh, so good. Well, yeah, for fun factor, of course, but the Maserati is no slouch. The gearbox might be a little bit slower because it's just one clutch. I think it's like an automated manual. I forgot what exactly they call it. But it's still a really fun car. And also the Maserati weighs a lot more too. But for sound and beauty, I think these two cars, the Ferrari 458 and the Maserati Gran Turismo, even though again the Gran Turismo is old, it's still one of the most fun cars. It's still one of the most beautiful cars that I think has ever been made, not just by Maserati, but in the car industry. I think that would go down as because it doesn't feel or look old at all. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let us jump into the Maserati. This is a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Sportline. That is a very long name. Start this beast. Oh, listen to that V8 purr. Okay, I'm gonna. Wow, this is a big car. First impressions. It is massive. I was just in the 458 and oh my gosh, This is massive, but hopefully it doesn't scrape. Please don't scrape. I'm not sure it's gonna scrape. Yeah, it feels so big. This is the Maserati MC Sportline, and the Gran Turismo is a very weird car because it literally came out in like 2008, and they haven't updated it. I mean, this one is a little bit updated, so it's not that bad. But they haven't really updated it that much, and I'll tell you by what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. Okay, first gear. That engine. So this has a 4.7 liter naturally aspirated V8 that pretty much is almost the same as the Ferrari F430/458, but this is a cross-plane crank naturally aspirated V8, and it's not like the flat plane crank naturally aspirated V8 that the Ferrari 458 and the 430 have. And so as a result, this thing revs to about 7,000 RPM. That's the red line, I think 7,500. So it's not as high as the 9,000 RPM Ferrari 458 V8, but it still sounds so good. Listen. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's turn on this engine so you guys can literally hear what I'm saying. But this thing sounds so good. You can just hear that V8 growl. And again, this thing it's a robotized manual transmission. So it's automatic, but it's like an auto manual. So it's not like dual clutch like the 458. So it's not as fast to shift as the 458. But that doesn't mean that it's slow. It's not super slow. Oh, listen to that sound, people. Oh, I'm done. But yeah, and it's not it's also a big car. So it has some body roll. So this car is not made to be, I mean, it is a sporty car, but it's not made to be a supercar or anything. So it's more for like grand touring. It's more like for wafting along, and it doesn't have the snapback performance that the 458 with its lightweight gives you, because this engine is heavy. But this thing sounds, listen to that. Oh, V8 from Maranello. It sounds so good. Oh, Crow is in the middle of the road. Get out of the way. Oh, well, yeah, and I love the way, so the MC Sportline has a bunch of the parts from the MC Stradale, but it doesn't have like the suspension or the carbon ceramic brakes. But I mean, the brakes still stop you very well. But it has all the carbon bits. So it has a full carbon steering wheel. It also has carbon mirrors. It has a fully carbon bonnet, or what do you guys call the thing? Front closing opening thingy. I forgot. We call it a bonnet. I forgot. Hood! That's what it's called. But it has a fully carbon hood. Oh, it doesn't have a crazy 0 to 60 time, because my 370Z would destroy this in a straight line. But still, listen to that engine. Oh! It just makes you want to laugh. It sounds so good. And there's so much space in here. Like, look at this. I mean, with the 458, it's convertible, so you kind of have like that open top experience. The 458 Spyder that I just reviewed. But with this, you get more space, and you can like, hold hands with someone you want to hold, or you can like tap your kids if they're misbehaving behind there. Not saying you should do that, but yeah, I'm just saying from when I was a kid. But the only problem, one problem I have with the Maserati though, which I'm going to mention now, that's a big thing, is updating. Like I mentioned earlier, they haven't updated this car at all. I mean, I love the way it looks, but Maserati, don't you think you should update the looks at least? Or even not just that, the looks look amazing, but why don't you just update the interior? Like, look at in here. Like, this is a 2015 MC Stradale or MC Sportline, and there's plastic buttons everywhere. There's a phone control system from like 2001 or something. It's like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The screen is small. It's unresponsive when you touch it. There's no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It's just dated. And they sell this car. The brand new prices for this car are astronomical. And so Maseratis are known for having the worst depreciation ever known to man. So, but that's also where it's good too for the secondhand market. Like, secondhand prices of these are so good, because you lose, if you buy the brand new, you lose so much money in your first, second, third year of ownership. But if you buy it used already, it is such a screaming, amazing, and golden deal. And this makes it one of the best sports cars out there, because you can get the 08 regular Maseratis now, and maybe you can also put like a body kit on it, the MC Stradale body kit, and get a tune, get an exhaust, and pretty much have, maybe change the suspension as well, and have the MC Stradale. One thing that both of the cars have, both the Ferrari 458 and the Ford and this car have, is that they were built by, apart from sharing the same engine, they were also built by, or they were also designed by the same company. So Pininfarina, they used to make Ferrari designs and a few other cars, but Ferrari, since the 488 came out, they stopped designing the cars, and that's why the 488 kind of looks a little weird. But the 458 is the prettiest Ferrari ever made, to me, honestly. I mean, maybe apart from the F50, but to me, it's the prettiest Ferrari, and this is the prettiest four-door car ever. It looks so good. It looks, mwah! It literally looks so good, so good. That is the worst Italian accent ever. But oh, I love this car. I love this engine so much. Oh God, why did I drive this car? Now I'm trying to think of getting this one now. This is an awesome car. The carbon feels so good. Oh! And this is stock, people. This is stock. So if you're looking for a car, or if you're looking for a Ferrari with 4 seats, get this one. That's all I can say. I mean, even if you're not looking for a Ferrari, or if you're just in a Ferrari, pretty much you're getting a Ferrari for 30 grand. Okay, I'm rambling too much. This is an amazing car. That's it. You should buy it. Oh, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this golden video, and a huge thank you to Richard. He literally, I've never been to Austin, Texas before. He invited me down to review his 458 and the MC. He used to have a Z06 before this, and so I'm so thankful. Like, it's, oh my goodness, such a huge blessing, and I'm so thankful. Richard is awesome, and because of him I met Normal Guy Supercar Reviews. I always forget Dan's channel, what it's called, but Normal Supercar Guy Reviews. I forgot what it's called, but I just love the car community. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna stretch out this video that much. This has one of the most amazing engines ever, and you should buy it. That's pretty much it, guys. Have an amazing rest of the day, because oh, it's so good. Okay, that's it. Bye.